Michael Douglas is having a bad day.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Going home.
If everybody will stay out of my way, then nobody will get hurt.
Give me some money. Give us your briefcase.
In the action thriller Falling Down, Academy Award winner Michael Douglas portrays a shattered everyman, unable to cope with the stress of urban society. Douglas's character, dubbed Defense after his vanity license plate, abandons his car on the hottest day of the year in Los Angeles and embarks on a violent journey into madness.
I think it's ironic that in the early 1990s now, Southern California, or California, is holding down our economic growth. And a lot of it was a guy like Defense who worked in a defense contracting plant, you know, defending America, worked hard, was proud of his work. And you know what? He did a good job. The Cold War is over, and he's out of work.
I'd like some breakfast.
We stopped serving breakfast at 11:30.
Have you ever heard the expression, the customer is always right?
Yeah, well, hey, I'm really sorry.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm really sorry, too.
Falling Down, which was inspired by a newspaper article about a frenzied truck driver who began ramming cars on a freeway, co-stars Barbara Hershey, Robert Duvall, and was directed by Joel Schumacher.
Although Michael's behavior is outrageous and many times immoral, I think people have an understanding of why he's doing it.
I'm rolling back prices to 1965. What do you think of that? Donuts. Package of 6, how much?
$1.12.
Oh! Too much.
In the course of his destructive trek through L.A., Defense tries to win back his young daughter and ex-wife, played by Barbara Hershey.
You've got to stop calling me.
It's Dell's birthday.
Yes, I know it's her birthday. What do you want?
I'm coming home.
I think the things he's confronted with are things that we're all confronted with in one way or another, hopefully more subtle circumstances, but I recognize all the circumstances from my life.
Douglas says it wasn't until he arrived on the set that he was able to nail down the essence of his character.
I got right there the day, and I was still sort of struggling around. We had the wardrobe worked out, and then this wonderful hair person. I said, well, I kind of think like this, and she said, well, let me try something. And I said, yeah, that's it. Sort of represents that ex-military kind of debauched, slightly debauched look and feeling.
The film was shot in the spring of 1992, coinciding with the Los Angeles riots that erupted after the Rodney King verdict.
Although our film didn't deal as a racial issue, the economics of the situation were there, and the anger that we had in Falling Down, you certainly saw in the reality was going on in the streets. I did a picture many years ago called The China Syndrome, and it was about nuclear power, and right after the movie opened, about 2.5, 3 weeks after the movie opened, we had the 3 Mile Island accident. And there was a strange sense in Falling Down of being downtown on the streets, actually, you know, a couple days before, and we were waiting for this Rodney King verdict, and with police that we had working with us, and we knew it was going to be a hot issue. And then when it broke, it was, yeah, you felt like, you know, your picture was preordained.
And while the picture is set against the backdrop of Los Angeles, director Schumacher believes the seeds of the story are universal.
Yes, I certainly think it could happen in Manhattan or Chicago or, you know, Detroit.
You sit down there and you finish your...
This kind of reality that the movie taps into can happen anywhere at any time.
Come on.
In theaters now.